What is up, guys? Delboy here. So Anthony Yarde does exactly what is expected of him by stopping the overmatched Travis Reeves in 5 rounds. I felt this performance from Anthony Yarde was fairly good. It was satisfactory, workmanlike, he got the job done, and yeah, he got the stoppage victory. Essentially, if you've been following Anthony Yarde's career, it was the typical Anthony Yarde fight, just going through the motions, letting his hands go, picking his spots, and basically having it all his own way. Although Travis Reeves was fairly tough, he never really offered any significant resistance, and he didn't really give anything for Anthony Yarde to think about or worry about. Travis Reeves, he did try to let his hands go a few times in the fight, and when he did, a fair few shots actually got through, but they were having no effect on Anthony Yarde. So a few jabs were getting through on Yarde. On the inside in the clinches, Travis Reeves was landing some sneaky shots, and also Travis Reeves' right hand was actually landing as well. That shot was landing over Anthony Yarde's shoulder roll, and I've mentioned that in the past. I don't think Anthony Yarde's shoulder roll is that good, and going up through the levels, that could be a defensive hole for his opponents to exploit. I just think that low left hand and that shoulder roll will be his undoing as he kind of goes through the levels, but maybe that's something he can tidy up on. But nevertheless, the punches that were getting through, they weren't having any effect on Anthony Yarde. Travis Reeves had no power, and as a result, Yarde really didn't fear what was coming back. And I think when kind of high-level prospects are in with those type of fighters, it can kind of lead to lapses in concentration and a lack of respect for their opponents. And as a result, defensively, these high-level prospects get hit a bit more than they should because they don't respect what's coming back. I do believe that can be a factor in these type of fights. Don't get it twisted, I'm not making excuses for Anthony Yarde. I do actually have serious concerns for his defense, but, when he's taking these type of fights, I do think it's a possibility that he may not be fully switched on, and we do need to take that into account. But all, in regards to his performance against Travis Reeves, he did exactly what he had to do. He didn't set the world alight. I wasn't wowed, but, he wasn't terrible either. He got the job done at the end of the day, and that's all you can really ask. I did enjoy some aspects of his performance. I enjoyed the patience, I enjoyed the punch variety, the punch placement, and the accuracy. He's got some good offensive qualities, he's strong, he's quick, he can punch. There are aspects of Anthony Yarde that I really enjoy watching, Offensively, he is good to watch, he's a fun fighter, and he does have real potential. It's just whether he's getting the right fights, and whether he's developing as a pro, because despite Yarde being very physically talented, he's very gifted for a guy who started boxing late. To me, in the last year, 18 months, I've not really noticed any glaring improvements in Anthony Yarde. He still looks like the same guy who was fighting 12 months ago. And does that signal a lack of improvement, or is it just because he's fighting at a certain level and we're only going to see the improvements when he steps up? Maybe that's a possibility, because some fighters do improve as they step up through the levels of competition, and maybe Yarde could be one of those guys. But I'll be honest, despite me believing Yarde has a lot of physical talent, he's quick, he can punch, he's strong, despite me believing in his potential, I just think something's missing, and there's a reason he's being handled with cotton gloves. But yeah, all in all, it was a good performance against Travis Reeves, and we'll see where he goes next. Will it be Kovalev or another low-level opponent? Share your thoughts. Peace.